Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth video. Here we want to examine the hedge effect of those bonds of this bond portfolio. Now we use this bond portfolio which is exactly the same as this one, only thing is we will allow the yield to maturity of each bond to change. Now we assume a parallel shift interest rate curve, which means some point shift of 1% yield curve increase will affect both the liability and each of the bonds. You can compare the number here and here. We can see there are 0.1% increase for this bond and for every bond. So we are assuming a parallel shift of interest rate curve. Now we do some preparations. First we copy and paste numbers because the bonds are the same. Coupon rate and the maturity date will not change. Again, we have these three numbers. We can calculate their price, duration, and convexity for new yield curve. Okay, we just copy and paste these formulas. Then down, we have all those new price, duration, and convexity, and these three things will change as we change the interest rate. And the quantity will not change because we already built the portfolio. Then we have this present value equal to the new price times the quantity. One thing to mention is after the optimal weight, we have matched duration and the convexity. We also match the total expense with the total liability value. So we are matching both duration, convexity, and the value of the bond to liability. Now we calculate the sum here. Again, the bond portfolio duration is weighted average of our new duration and the same weight. Same thing happened to convexity. Convexity we have this some quantity, makes not very much sense. We jump it. The portfolio present value, which is sum. This number represents the value of the bond portfolio after the yield curve change. We will compare this present value to the approximate price 2, which is the price or value of the liability when our interest rate or yield maturity curve change. And we have the same number here. This number is equal to this new approximate price 2 and also equal to this current liability value. And we calculate the difference between liability value and bond value using this difference. We want this number as small as possible because when this number is 0, that means we have perfect match, perfect hedge to our liability. Now we can see the difference only 9 cents, which is pretty good hedge. Now we are going to change the basis point. Let's say we observe or expect the interest rate will increase by 50 basis points, which means 0.5% increase. Then we will figure out our portfolio worth $956,000, while the liability is $956,000 as well. There are manual difference, which is $97, which is pretty good for difference because it is very close to zero, especially when compared to 1 million. And we now decrease by 50%, decrease by 0.5%. Now the difference is larger but still small relative to 1 million, which means we have a pretty good hedge. But the problem here is whenever we have a change in interest rate, duration will and the convexity will not match. You can observe here the liability duration now is 9.69, but our portfolio duration is 9.07, and the convexity of portfolio is 91.922, and our liability convexity is 91.62. So whenever the interest rate change, the portfolio have a mismatch in value, mismatch in duration, and mismatch in convexity. We do not have a perfect hedge anymore. What we do is we need to rebalance our portfolio, but continuous rebalancing is unrealistic because the transaction costs will be so high that prevents us from continuous rebalancing, and the difference is kind of acceptable. So in general, we can rebalance the bond each year. So which means we will rebalance the portfolio each year, and I will show you how. Right, so this is the end of this video. We will talk about rebalancing in next video, which is the last video of this series. In this video we talked about these optimal ways to provide a hedge, which means the difference between the liability value and the portfolio value is pretty small when we have this initial weight, but we do observe a mismatch in duration, convexity, and value, so we need to rebalance. But continuous rebalancing is impossible because the presence of transaction costs. We will show in next video how we can rebalance our portfolio each year. Thank you for watching.